it's okay. It's okay. Oh, didn't see you there. I was calming down Oakenclaw after all the fireworks. Hope you've had a wonderful 4th. This is Really Playing Games, the fall of Plaguestone. I'm Graham and I play Thugrim Backbiter, the Dwarven Druid.
I'm Sarah. I play Lyra Lazarine, the half elf. I have so much trouble with that name.
The health.
The half elf ranger. There we go.
Did it.
And I am Brian. I play Linabellis, the halfling barbarian.
And I'm Garrett. I play Ruckus, the goblin bard.
I'm Ross. I play Aviana, the human wizard.
I'm also Ross, and I'm playing Arda, the human champion.
And I am Patrick. I am playing Fennec, the goblin villager. Slash everybody else in the game. So you all are attempting to figure out who killed Bort Bargeth. He choked on his dinner, his dessert even, his favorite dessert. That it really got worse for him. And you suspect that it's poison. You have been walking around and kind of talking to people in town, trying to figure out who could have committed this heinous murder. You've gotten a couple of leads, and eventually you tried to track down Finnick, who is the sort of the helper at the feed mill, the local tavern, where the presumptive poisoning actually took place. He's kind of been missing in a way that is a little bit strange. You had talked to the folks who work at the tavern, and it is normal for Finnick to run away when there's a fight, because fights happen sometimes, and Finnick is small, and he's also a goblin, and he tends to get punched or really actually probably kicked during fights. So you thought you would kind of maybe go find him. Oh yeah, that's right, you did other things last time too. So you talked to Trin, who worked at the feed mill, got a little bit of information from her, but I don't think you thought she was the person who did the poisoning. You then met with Noala. I'm gonna pop up Noala here. She is she's a ranger who kind of watches out for Etrin's Folly, and she wanted to talk to you all because she basically found the wolves that you had killed, and she thought you might be able to help her figure out what's going on with some weird, unnatural stuff. Animals kind of going crazy. I don't know, wolves spitting acid, things like that. She would like you to go investigate an area that is the sort of the most infested or poisoned or plagued or whatever it is in this area. You also investigated Silwith's former home, which is pretty overgrown at this point. I think you found a bottle with a stopper, and that's about it. There's not much there. It's been a couple decades. What else? You did go back to the feed mill and you talked to Sir Lauren Krent. Well, Sir Lauren Krent talked to Arter, and it was very clear that he thinks that Arter is his friend Talmor, who, so apparently Lauren Krent was a Knight of Lastwall and had a friend in the Knights of Lastwall named Talmor, and so he's probably, I mean, it's not totally out there. He's not mistaking the goblin for his human friend who is a Knight of Lastwall. But Arter is still not Talmor, and Lauren was talking about how there's his people are here, they're in this house. Please go kill the agents of the Whispering Tyrant. Maybe something's going on. We don't know. then Arter also attempted to convince Sheriff Rolth-Garley that you should all be allowed to leave so that you could investigate this blight or whatever it is, and he said pretty firmly no. Finally, last time, Aviana decided to stay home while the rest of you tried to go track down Fennec. She did get a visit from Edra, who is sort of the stable hand at the feed mill, who gave her a vial that smelled floral. Aviana is unsure what this floral scent is. However, it smells floral.
It did smell floral?
Yeah, it did smell floral.
Okay.
Yeah, you were unable to figure out what it was, but it did smell floral. Did you ever smell the bowl? Because I only ever remember. Yeah. Okay. I think Lena did that. Finally, the rest of you, mostly Lyra, did some tracking, found some footprints up in the Dead Homes area up here in town, and found some goblin footprints, and that's good because as far as you know, there are exactly two goblins. Well, they're not goblin footprints; they're just footprints. But there are two goblins and maybe a handful of halflings, one of whom is Edra. And that's about all it could be making these footprints. You followed the footprints, and you did find Fennec in a burned-out house. He immediately ran away, led you on a chase, and ended with Lena catching him up here. For that, Lena receives 1 hero point to use in this session or next.
Woo!
Yeah, and so Lena, you have caught up to Fennec, who looks vaguely like this, except without the giant D20. And
D20 is a clue. I know it.
You have caught him. What do you want to do?
I would like to drag him back towards town and the rest of my party.
Okay, so you start dragging him back towards town. And I imagine you've got him kind of by the just back of his clothing, and he immediately just starts saying, "Hi, halfling person, big halfling person. Can I help you?" As you're dragging him along.
My friends have some questions that I would like you to answer.
I don't. I've got drinks. I could give you drinks. Happy to give you whatever drinks you want.
Alright, who's gonna beat the truth out of this gobbo?
Oh, no, he's my friend.
Where do you want to take him?
We don't really have like a location.
We can just take him back to his house.
Okay.
Back to the place where you found him?
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of drag him back, and the whole way, he is like, Lena, he tells you how big and strong you are. He tells you how smart you are. He tells you that he can give you
Clearly a very intelligent goblin.
ale and wine, and wagon grease. Sorry, whatever you want. Just maybe please let him go.
You have to answer their questions first.
I'm sure I don't know anything. I'm just Finnick the Goblin.
You are clearly a very perceptive goblin. You must know something.
So you get him back to this house that you found him in.
Yes.
And I imagine the rest of you, save for Aviana, eventually kind of converge there.
Follow up, eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you can maybe, scare him into submission, Lena, or somebody?
Well, there's no need to scare him.
He might be a murderer. He might be the cause of poor Bort's death.
Oh, but why would he want to kill Bort?
I don't know, that's why we have him here.
Oh,
Our kind are used to being forced into things. I think we should try to to diplomacy him.
You think he was a patsy in some kind of murder scheme?
Well, he can't possibly have any reason to want to kill the dwarf.
Then why did he run?
Because
It's in our nature.
he's a scared goblin, and that's what scared goblins do. Isn't that right, Finnick?
He says, I don't know what you're talking about. You're big and scary. I have to. If I don't run, someone might punch me or kick me like a football.
It
Don't
does
worry.
kind of look like a football.
All right.
No one is gonna do that here.
When they're really angry, they call me football head.
But I mean, it's uncanny how your head is perfectly oval shaped like that. You know, they even got the points on the end. All right, Ruckus, we'll give you one shot to try and butter up this goblin. See what you can get. I'd like to cast guidance on Ruckus. To give you. All right, give it a shot.
Okay, Fennec. Do you remember the night of the brawl?
He says, I might.
Well, it's really important that you tell me with honesty the things you can remember that night. Did you know that Bort was poisoned that night?
He says, I was just working. Make a diplomacy check for me.
You get the +1 on that.
This will be with a +1.
Ooh.
So-
Natural 20. Yay!
That's what we call a critical success.
Yay. Well done.
That is one diplomatic goblin.
His eyes kind of go wide, and he immediately just starts he just cracks. You can see it. He says, I didn't want to. He made me. He said he was gonna hit me.
Oh, I can't watch this.
And he just immediately he's bawling already. Please don't hurt me. I'll tell you everything I know. Just please don't hurt me. Please don't.
Oh, don't worry, brother. We're going to find the real perpetrator that forced your hand.
It was guesses.
It was Cookie.
It was Halid.
Halid.
He said he would. He gave me this vial of spices, and he said Bort did a bad trade with him last time. Last time he was here, and he wanted to make Bort sick, so he would be sorry. And he said if I didn't do it, he would beat me up.
Well, looking at the art now, it seems painfully obvious, huh?
He is holding an empty
He's
jar.
really mean looking dude with the jar.
Like, it might as well be the murder weapon.
He even pulled out his knife, and he said he might cut me. He's big and scary. His muscles are as big as I am.
Hey, look at him.
And he just continues crying.
Alright, that's good enough for me. Let's go find and tar and feather this Halid.
I would like to sense motive.
Okay. I don't have a token for you here that I can click on. So what's your perception bonus?
It is +4.
Far as you can tell, he seems to be kind of on the level.
All right.
He really wants you to believe him.
Well, I'm sure he does.
He says, I know where Halid lives. He lives at the Dead Willow.
The Dead Willow.
The Dead Willow.
And he gives you directions.
Where's the dead
It's
willow?
right on the edge of town. It's not too far from here. There's a big dead tree. That's why people call it Dead Willow.
Hmm. Well, let's
Alright then.
let's go fuck him up.
You probably want to lay low for a day. Or better yet, go back to the feed mill. They'll protect you there.
Really? You don't think Delma will be mad? Well, I'm not going to tell Delma, but you don't think Delma will be mad? Are you going to tell on me?
I
No,
mean,
we won't.
she might be mad that you disappeared for a few days.
I'll tell her I was scared when I heard the port died. I didn't know he was going to die. So he leaves.
Okay.
And he starts heading in the direction. He does start heading in the direction of the female.
Okay, one place left tonight.
Are we all here?
Except
Are we-
Aviana.
Aviana.
Everything Aviana. Should we go and get Aviana?
We should go and get
fucking
Aviana.
wizard
Yeah,
go.
wake her up.
Yeah. If we must.
She'll probably be grumpy with us, though.
Do we
Why
have
is
like
she
a
not?
stealthy person who
True.
can kind of stake out the
I
the
am
criminal while we go get our wizard friend?
fairly stealthy. I could check
This
it
is
out.
splitting the party, but
The party's already split.
Is there anyone else that's like pretty stealthy too, or should I just go by myself?
Sneak over and get Aviana, and we'll just keep this goblin under watch.
well, the goblin already left.
Oh,
We're talking about going to
scout the dead willow.
Halid.
We need all of us for that. There's no telling what this psycho killer might do.
But
Yeah,
you're
just-
not stealthy.
No.
Okay, so let's all go back to the female and get.
I could go on ahead,
Aviana.
like, we could all go to the female, and then if we wanted, I could, like, go a little bit ahead, but, like, once we're all together, but...
Well, I just don't want them to run away while we were gathering the party.
Right. We could just have her stake it out.
I'm fine with that. I have a decent stealth.
That what you're
Just-
gonna do?
I'm also good at stealing things.
It's up to Lyra.
I will go. I'm kind of tired of being around all these people, so I'm gonna go
Okay.
do
so
what I do
Scout
best.
ahead.
important question.
Hmm.
It is nighttime.
Mhm.
It's like 10:30. It is dark.
Mhm.
Pitch dark. Do you have dark vision? You don't unless you took the feat.
I
Or
know.
unless
I only have
if
low
you,
light.
if you are a cave elf, okay.
I only have
So
low light.
second question, are you going to light something?
That would mess with my stealth.
Exactly.
How full is the moon?
What phase of the moon is it?
Just a
Actually,
waxing
I can
gibbous.
give you just a minute.
Important information.
It is the 31st. Doesn't I'm just gonna say whatever it was like here. It is in fact waxing gibbet. Wait, no, yeah, waxing gibbous. So there is like a very tiny amount of light.
Okay.
It is below the mechanical level of low light.
Okay.
So you can see to make your way there if you don't have light.
Yeah.
You're just not going to
But
be able to
it's
get
dark.
much in the way of details. You're
Yeah.
going to have to get pretty close to see things.
Yeah, I'm not gonna light anything right now.
As far as we know, Halid's human, so he would have to light something up to leave, probably.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Lyra's not. It is used to sneaking around in the dark.
Okay, so I'm gonna drag you over here to that drop you. There we go. Perfect. I think you're on.
Keep your distance
Now-
and don't go inside.
Yeah.
What is the
Will do.
What do you see, Sarah? Can you see anything?
It's loading.
Yeah, it's just loading right now.
Okay. It's a pretty big map.
Yeah, because it's loading very long time.
That's weird.
Loading. Keep this map just loading.
Yeah, it's still loading. I don't know.
So is it a black screen?
It's a black screen. It just says loading, hatching dragons, critically hitting, all that.
Let me limit the field revealed for the token. Oh, I think that's you only see in front of you. I'm going to give you 20 feet of low light.
Can I hunt prey since I know that I'm tracking him? Is that or no?
Yeah, you're not really tracking him at this point.
We're just okay.
Yeah, you should. Are you?
Yeah, it's still not
Still
giving
not
me
here.
anything. Let me
Okay.
try and.
Refresh.
I'll try and refresh and see.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like what if she saw him and then he like ran out the back door, then she could hunt prey or something like that.
Yeah. So if
Okay.
you have to actually be tracking him, not just know of his existence.
Okay.
So if you can, I would say if you can find actual signs of, tracks to follow or something like that, then you can.
Okay. Wow. My roll 20 just decided to completely.
It done,
Completely crap
it
out.
done blowed up.
Yep.
So, I don't know that you necessarily need to
That's
see the
okay.
map at this point. You make your way over to the town or to the house that Finnick sort of indicated for you, and you see that there is a huge dead willow standing in front of a house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're gonna need to get pretty close to have much of an idea of what's going on here. So right now you are a few yards away from the willow itself.
Okay. And you said the willow is how far away from where he is, or where the?
Yeah, the house itself is probably 15, 20 feet away from the willow.
Okay. Ooh, I can.
You should be loading onto the screen, but
Oh, there we go. It was just
Got
like
it,
a
okay.
big black. It was like a big black hole, and then like a little bit of light. Okay.
so you can move yourself around a little bit.
Okay. Is the willow? Oh, there's the willow.
The willow's right there.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. If I can like hide behind the willow and like look over, will I be able to see the house?
So you get there, and you're gonna need to get. You can tell that it's kind of up in front of you to the north.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see it very well, so you're gonna need to get probably within about 10, 15 feet to get much of a look at it.
Okay. Can't even tell which way I'm going right now. Very much like low light for sure. Well, why can't I?
You're stuck in a wall?
Oh, you're in the
Move with
tree.
your arrows.
Oh, I'm stuck.
Yeah, it's,
Great.
the tree actually blocks light. That's the
Get
issue.
stuck in a tree.
Great
and-
start.
They put a wall in the tree.
Alright. I want to try and stay by the tree. Is that the house right there? Or
It is.
that door?
Yeah, and so you can see it even in the darkness, even just in moonlight. You can tell that this house is in serious disrepair. It may have had a second story at one time, but you can but that long ago collapsed into ruin, taking parts of the first floor with it. The windows are boarded over, at least the one you can see here, and the front door hangs open by about a foot.
Okay. And I can't see any light or anything coming from the house.
No, there is no light coming from it. Nothing appears to be out of place.
Okay. I think I'm gonna...
Or a complete wreck of a house.
I'm gonna go... So this is... I'm looking at the front area of the house. Is that what...
Yeah, there is a door here. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go
There's
back...
a door right there.
If I can go back around, unless I run into that wall again, around the other side and kind of come up the other side of the willow, because I don't. I want to try to not be within sight of the
door.
Like right by the door.
Yeah.
Let's see. Does it look like there's like windows or anything over here?
Yeah, so there is. You think you see the outlines of a window on this wall.
Mm-hmm.
You don't notice a window so far on the western wall.
Okay. I am going... Let's see. What do I have? This might be dumb, but I'm gonna try and go and closer. I know you guys
ballsy,
said I know you guys said stay out of trouble, but this is my forte.
That's an order I just couldn't follow.
I'm gonna go right here to the side of the house.
What's the worst that could happen?
I'm going to give you another 5 feet just so you can move your character around a little more. Okay, so you walk up to the western wall of the house. Again, this thing is... It is a significantly collapsed structure. Do you just want to, like, walk... Yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm going to be, like, stealthily... I'm gonna be like kind of low to the ground, trying to be like have my hunter stance, and trying to not. I'm not just gonna like walk up and be like, "Hey, I'm here."
Okay.
Are there any like holes in boards or anything that I could possibly peer through, or is it pretty much just like the window on that the other side?
You don't see anything of that nature.
Okay.
On this wall.
Okay. Alright. Well... I'm gonna try and see if I can see anything in the back.
Famous last words.
Yeah, this could go really...
So, if you want to, like, really examine the outside of this, you need to be focusing more on searching than stealth.
Okay.
So is that what you want to...
I'm mainly trying to...
what you want to do?
I'm mainly trying to figure out if anyone's inside.
Okay. Yeah.
The house. So I was trying to look and see if there was another window. Back here. If I'm looking, can I see? Does it look like there's a window back here?
There is indeed. So you, right here, there is another window.
Okay.
And in fact, the other window you saw on the south side next to the door was nailed shut. This one looks like it's nailed shut, but you're examining this really closely, and you see that instead of being shut, it is latched from the inside.
Okay.
So this is very clearly a ruse where this is intended to look like it's nailed up, but it's not.
Okay.
You could open this by either pulling it open with an athletics check, or if you are trained in thievery, making a thievery check.
If you've gone hubris, thy name is Lyra.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna attempt to open the window, but then
Okay.
I'm gonna get ready that if something crazy happens, like run away.
Okay.
Really fast.
Which approach would you like to take?
Thievery.
Thievery or force open? Thievery? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Make a thievery check for me.
Yeah, famous last words. Let's see what happens.
A 20.
Ooh.
You open the window. It opens. It opens quietly. And
Did she go,
you...
"Ooh," as she opens it?
No, I know. That's me being like, yes, I can finally use my skills.
I know.
So, you can see into this room. There is a big pile of debris from apparently where the roof has collapsed. There is enough room for a person to climb inside, and perhaps another person inside this room.
So there's no, but it doesn't look like anyone actually lives there, or anything.
Not from this part. It sure doesn't look like it.
Jeez.
And I should point out, like, there is almost no way. I mean, I think you can see the debris on the map. It goes basically up to where there would have been a ceiling at some point. You would, if you wanted to go past it, you'd have to crawl over it or dig through it or something.
Well, I will probably leave the digging and the crawling for when we have the rest of the party. Not sure I want to do that. They're supposed to be coming shortly, right? Once. Maybe.
They were gonna head this way, yeah.
Okay. Is this the? I'm going to. Is this the only part of the house, if you could call it one, or is this more of?
Yeah. So there's definitely another side of the house on the other side of the debris. You can tell because you're walking around to the other side.
Okay. So if I go, this looks like a window.
Yeah, and if you examine it, it is nailed shut.
Okay, that one is nailed shut. So you'd have to pretty much, to get to the other side, I'd have to go in and climb through the debris to get to the other side. Is that what you're saying?
So you can get to this side, right here. The other side, which is going to be on the, so if you see the debris, getting over, I think you can see this, getting over there would require climbing over through the debris or going in the door.
Okay.
Because there was the door on the south side.
Okay.
Which you don't see any indication of a door here in this room that you're in.
All right. I think I'm going to check out the door. Fingers crossed it's going well so far. I can see it from there.
Surely by this time we've all gotten to the feed mill and gotten
It is.
Iviana, right?
So you all, we'll come back to Lyra in a second here. The rest of you arrive at the feed mill.
You getting nervous?
Yes.
Is there anything you wanna? I mean, it's gonna take you probably 10-15 minutes to go to the feed mill, 10-15 minutes to go back. Lyra has plenty of time to do this stuff.
I mean, she is being slow too, though.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah.
So you all, is there anything you all feel like you need to do on screen, or do you just want to say you get there, you get her, and you leave? I'm assuming Aviana's gonna come.
Yeah, we go bang on her door. We found the killer. We need your help.
Oh, that's exceptional.
Well, we don't know that they're the killer yet. We have a pretty good
killer.
inkling that they are. But if we're going to go look for incontrovertible evidence.
I'm gonna like grab the bottle and like put it into my bag because it was sitting on the. I had it like sitting on the table, but I'm gonna put it in my bag just in case, the vial. And I'm gonna go with them.
Alright, we sent Lyra to look ahead, make sure that they didn't leave the house, but I have a sneaking suspicion that she ignored me.
I'm sure she'll listen to you. I have faith in Lyra being not a loose cannon that plays by our own rules.
Well, I suppose we
Y'all
will find out, won't we?
Underestimate me.
So as the rest of the party is heading toward Dead Willow, Lyra, you come back to the door and you examine it. It is. Let's see. So the door is kind of hanging open. It is kept from swinging wider by a rope that appears to be frayed.
Okay. But I cannot see into the place at all without opening it.
Right.
Okay. I will wait for my group before I open the door. In case it has not been, in case there's a
Alrighty.
In case
So-
you your rope.
The rest of you will, a few minutes later, arrive at Dead Willow. Oh, I need to put you back on the.
Where
on the
are
token
we?
here.
I do have my lantern lit.
Pitch black.
So,
I can see in the dark.
yeah, so how, if you know off the top of your head, how far is lantern? And are you going to keep your lantern lit?
I'm going to. It's a hooded lantern, so I can switch it on and off, basically. 30 feet and 30 feet.
There you go.
Awesome.
So can everybody see?
Yes.
Move your token and stuff. So you see the same thing that I described to Lyra. This is there's a huge dead willow stands in front of a house that appears to be in serious disrepair. It might have had a second story at one time, but that long ago collapsed into ruin, taking parts of the first floor with it. The windows are all boarded over, and the front door hangs open about a foot, kept from swinging wider by a frayed rope. And Lyra is kind of hanging out near the door.
And I guess I'll come up to where they are and tell them, and quietly tell them that I checked out that this side is mainly just debris. So I think that if anyone is here, it'd be on the other side.
You did hear me when I told you to keep your distance and not go inside, right?
I didn't go inside. I might have gotten a little close, but I have spent many hours hunting things. But I didn't go inside.
good.
But I cannot tell if anyone is in there. I don't see any sign of life from what I have seen.
Alright, let's break down the door. Find this guy and drag him out of here.
I think that there's probably a more proper way to do this.
He killed a dwarf. He killed someone.
Allegedly.
Don't have time for your highfalutin fancy concepts of justice. Say we go in there and take him out.
I agree with the dwarf.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you want to know
Where does it
why or
sound?
how or any of those questions?
If he's working with anybody else.
He
We'll-
doesn't seem
We'll,
smart enough
we'll
to
take
be
him
doing
out
himself.
non-lethally. And then we can talk to him.
I see
Aggressive
the wisdom.
negotiations.
I see the wisdom in your words, humans. Fine. I won't kill him. Find out who he's working with, because you're right. This is probably some kind of a conspiracy.
Maybe it's some reptoids or something.
I hear they're very deceitful. Alright, who's going first?
I will.
Are we just
Are we?
gonna break down the door, or are we going
Well-
to?
Are we not?
Lara, did you find a back way?
From what I saw, there were only windows back there, I believe. I didn't go around to the other side of the house, though. The left, right side. But
This side?
yeah.
Weird. Patrick, I think I have dark vision, but I can't tell if it's on me or not. Because, like, if I go over here, it doesn't reveal anything else this way.
All the other windows were boarded up, from what I saw.
Yeah, there isn't anything to the right. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me look at the dynamic lighting. Oh, that's weird. It doesn't. That's very strange. You should be able to see to this. You can't see to the eastern side.
Yeah, I can't see along that side. It's very strange, because I can see, like, it...
The end of the world.
Yeah, I can. When I go into the lighting, into the
Yeah,
layer,
now
I
I
can see that there's a line.
Now Arter's come over, now I can see.
Well, that's because he's giving you light. That's
Yeah.
weird. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that there's like a corner that's somehow projecting way out or something. Wonder if I can just give you night vision distance.
Because
I'm gonna give you 100. I assumed that 0 feet of night vision distance would give you just unlimited. I'm gonna give the two of you 100 feet of night vision distance.
Sure, that makes sense. Now I can see.
And okay, there you go.
Cool, thank you.
Fixed.
Excellent.
Alright. Yeah, I suppose front way is best way. We'll get back here. I'll get Oakenclaw to support you.
Alright, here we go.
Well, be
I will-
careful, everyone.
Open the door.
You pull the door open. Does a 25 crit you?
A 25 does not crit me.
Okay. So you only take... Don't think they have an entry for this trap.
Oh.
We should have checked for traps.
It's a trap.
We should.
So I'll get to the mechanics of that in a second because I checked for traps for you, and most of you failed. You take 13 damage, 13 piercing damage. You hear a click and thunk. Your armor is hit by a crossbow bolt.
Oh, no.
Well, actually, sorry, a spear. You were hit by a
jeez.
spear, Arter.
Ow.
Well, that's not
Ow.
very nice.
So, mechanically, the way that traps work is you get a free check, and I make it for you. So there's not really much point in saying you check for traps because you're automatically checking for traps when you approach one. So when Lyra walked up to it all by herself, I rolled it for her. She still failed.
Oh, okay.
This is why I did not go in by myself.
So Arter lays his hands on himself.
Well, it seems someone doesn't want us here. That's not too difficult to surmise.
Well, we must be in the right place then.
You all right there, human?
I have a sucking chest wound.
Ouch.
I used my heal for the day already.
Oh, that's
All right.
right. I'm out of spell slots.
I would say that we should announce ourselves and give him a chance to come clean, but given that spear that just impaled me,
Oh,
I have a feeling he'd be hostile anyway.
now that I have realized that mage armor lasts all day, thank you, Patrick, I will cast a mage armor on myself.
Okay, you cast Mage Armor. It lasts until the next time you make your daily preparations.
So good.
So on the plus side, on the bright side, the door is now open, and you are able to find and collect, if you would like, I think this is effectively, a heavy crossbow. So you can pick up the heavy crossbow. There was just one of them. It had a spear in it. Beyond this door, the foyer empties into a clearly abandoned living space. And the living space is really to the east here. The hearth is choked with branches and debris from above. The furniture is smashed and soiled, and a thick layer of dirt and grime coats every surface. It's obvious that no one has used, as you're sort of peeking over, I imagine, Arter, it's obvious that no one has used this room in years. The only other exit leads to a room which is on this side, actually, where you are, thoroughly filled with debris from the collapsed room above. And so it looks like you could dig through it to get to the space on the other side, potentially. And Lyra, you are able to tell that the place, you can see the window that you opened, maybe barely, at the very top of the debris, but it's definitely on the other side of this big stack of debris.
Okay.
Send Oakenclaw going after Arter.
You know what? I think I am going to call out to him.
Okay, what do you say?
Howlid! Want to talk to you. Do I hear any stirrings?
You know.
Alright. I enter this room.
So this room is very clearly undisturbed. You can see the rug in the middle is just filthy. It doesn't look like anyone has used this hearth in a very long time. There is actual furniture in here, but it's all smashed to bits.
Huh. And...
Maybe the goblin set us up.
Or they just had bad intel. And this space over here, that was what Lyra looked at earlier.
Yeah, so Lyra can tell that the area you are in now is inaccessible essentially through. I mean, again, you could try to dig through this pile of second floor, basically, to get to the area that she could see from the window she opened. And there was space on the other side that a couple of people could fit in.
And that was this window?
Yeah.
Does this debris go to the ceiling, basically? Like, is there a
Essentially,
crawl space above it?
No, there really is not a ceiling, because the entire second floor has collapsed, and so most of it has gone into this middle area here. So it's like the middle has collapsed. It's kind of a miracle that you can get into this eastern room at all, or that you can even get into the door, or that the door is still there.
We don't see anything, like, if I were to look around the room, do I see anything that sticks out from the debris and dirt and all of that, or pretty much just broken furniture and stuff like that?
A roll of perception for you. No, it does not look like it.
Alright.
Is this house built on a foundation? Is it raised? Is there the possibility of a secret underground?
Secret basement.
Yeah, so the floor is solid. It does seem to be hard. It's a wood floor.
What's this thing over here?
That over there, that's another house.
Ah, okay. The good looks of the
It
other
is-
house.
It also appears to be abandoned, as far as you can tell.
Did somebody take the crossbow?
No.
Nope.
I don't really have much.
I would like to examine the crossbow.
Okay.
Is it in good shape? I guess is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's old, but it's functional.
Is it
Exhibit A,
rusty?
Arter's wound.
right? But is it like because it had been? Is this room exposed to the open sky?
Which
'Cause-
room?
The where we are.
No, not really. It's kind of like. So it's just a bunch of collapsed shit above you. There's not really a ceiling. Sort of. I mean, the walls are still here, so it's doesn't seem to be particularly safe. But no, it's also. I mean, well, if it rains, it obviously rains into this house. Like
Okay.
the whole thing's all fucked up.
Okay. And is the crossbow rusted in any way?
No. It is old. It does not appear to be. You would not say it is well taken care of.
But somebody is taking care of it.
Yeah.
Somebody has been taking care of it. Okay.
Yeah.
I read
It's
this
not
in a
even left to the elements.
It has not been here for 20 years. If it had been here for 20 years, there's no way that spear would have even still been intact. Probably not the drawstring either. The tension.
So either the goblin lied to us, or
We're missing something.
Halloran set a
Is this
trap
a fireplace?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Howard
Yeah.
set a trap for us.
It is a fireplace, yes.
And there's nothing burned in it? There's no recent ashes?
Nope.
I read this in a book once. I'm gonna check under the rug.
Okay. You look under the rug is gross, and under the rug is more floor.
All right.
So I'm going to take the crossbow. I'm not really sure if I
Okay.
can use it.
A
but-
couple of beetles scurry out as you open it, or as you pull it up.
Wait, I had an idea. Goblin, you're small. Go in the fireplace and look up.
Okay, I will look up the chimney of the fireplace.
It looks like an ash-covered fireplace.
You find anything?
There is a chimney. There is a flue.
No.
It's the flu. I know it.
Very clever.
Okay. I would like to try to get into the western part of this room.
Okay. Are you gonna dig? What's your
I think the
method of
window is the best way
approach?
in.
Digging, I guess.
Make me an athletics check. 14. So you start digging. It is clear to you this is going to take you quite a long time. Especially you have to be careful to work so that you don't Jenga the house. Yeah, because this debris, you obviously can, like, it's kind of supported in all different ways, but you'll have to move slowly and methodically if you want to get in.
Can I
You know
try
what?
to scramble
If you
through
want
the
to get
window?
Yeah, I think I have a better idea.
Can we do some window scrambling over here?
Yeah, you can climb right through the window.
Can I turn around and help Oakenclaw do the same?
Yes, you can. You can pull Oakenclaw through the window. So there is room for essentially two people. I will let Oakenclaw and two other people.
He's small. He's small.
Yeah, I would say 2 medium and 1 small. As you look around in this room, let's see. Even a cursory inspection from this area uncovers that there is a crawlway under the debris from this side. Unlike everything else that you've seen in this house, the crawlway is mostly free of grime and dust. You could move through it, but you'll have to go in single file. Medium creatures could crawl at 5 feet per action. Small and smaller creatures can move at normal speed.
Alright, Ruckus. I'm gonna need you and Oakenclaw to go through this little hole.
Okay.
Get your butt over here.
I'm gonna light my torch and then go check this out.
Oh, I forgot about you, Lena. You're small too. You go with Ruckus.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
Sorry.
Crawl through.
Do not take the torch. Take my lantern.
I can see
I'm
in
gonna
the
take
dark.
the lantern.
That sounds like...
I can't see in the dark.
Take the
Why
lantern.
don't I just go ahead?
It is a covered flame, unlike a torch, which is open and dangerous.
I was running out of money when I got a lot of equipment.
I'm gonna try and
I
crawl
couldn't
through.
afford a lantern.
Yeah, that's fine. Take mine.
I will.
Wait.
Okay.
Let's just.
I have to let the GM fix my token though, otherwise I can't move.
Are you stuck?
You got stuck.
You got stuck in the wall.
I got stuck on the wall. Yeah, I don't know what I did.
So Ruckus is going down first. Is anybody going to follow him?
I'm going second.
Okay.
And then I'll send Oakenclaw
So-
third.
Lena is second, and then Oakenclaw third. All right. All right. As you begin making your way down this crawl space, and about 15 feet down, it takes a left turn.
Just keep crawling.
All right. At this point, I need Ruckus, you place a hand down, and you hear a click,
Oh no!
and then debris begins to fall. So I need.
Oh no.
You failed your saves, guys. Or sorry, you failed your perception checks.
Oh no.
So Ruckus, Lena, and Oakenclaw need to make reflex saves, please.
Oh dear.
Oh, bear.
Oh dear.
Wow. Amazing.
Oh no!
Oakenclaw's fine.
So
I was talking about me.
Oakenclaw
Wait,
succeeds.
I'm gonna use my hero point. And
You're
reroll.
gonna use a hero point. Okay,
Hey!
reroll that
That's
critical
a good
failure.
idea.
Combo spice is good.
Well, a 10 is not a crit fail. That
That's
makes a
something.
difference.
That's good.
Yeah.
You don't die.
So let's see.
Say for half.
So for Ruckus, it's a basic save. So Ruckus takes 8 bludgeoning damage,
Ooh, okay.
and then the 2
Ouch.
adjacent take. Oh, actually, I take that back. Yeah, so it is Oaken. It's a basic for Oakenclaw. No, sorry, it's a basic for Lena. So Lena takes 8, and then take no damage on a success or critical success. Okay, so Ruckus, you still take 8, and Oakenclaw takes none.
Yeah, good bear.
However, all 3 of you are immobilized as this
No.
debris just crashes down on you.
Hogan
And you are
Uh,
not crushed, but
Trapped.
you're all 3 of you are stuck.
do
Hogan
we see
Claw.
what's happening? Or
Are you? I mean, I'm sure
It
we heard that.
It is clear
Yeah.
you certainly heard that collapse. So I'm going to move.
Oh, help.
Are you there? Can you hear us?
So there is room again for 2 mediums.
I probably dive headfirst into the tunnel and start clearing things away as desperately as I can. I'm coming for you, buddy.
Make an athletics check for me to attempt to clear
I'm
this
bad
debris.
at that.
I would also like to do that.
Can I try to dig myself out?
Um,
Even though I'm immobilized.
no, you are basically compressed.
And
Oh jeez. 13.
hope you're not claustrophobic.
So let's see how many.
I'm gonna be like, Thugrin, why don't you get
Yeah,
out
so
of there?
really only one person can attempt to do it. Thugrin,
Okay.
it takes you about 10 minutes, but you are eventually able to clear the debris
Dad
and
strength.
free Oakenclaw.
I only care about Hogan Claw. Once I get him out of there, I'm good.
While he's
What?
doing that, I'm going
You're
to
not gonna.
refocus.
Okay.
It's alright, buddy. It's alright.
So Lena and Ruckus are still stuck.
All right, move aside. I'm going to get them out.
Out of this death trap.
So Arter, you can.
I'm going to use my hero point on that.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Nice.
Everybody's doing it. Hero points.
Your points.
So that was a good idea, I will say. And you clear, you free Lena in 1 minute.
Great. Now I'm going to get Ruckus.
Okay. Another athletics check for me.
Nice.
Another 23. It takes a minute.
Nice.
Oh, it's actually sorry. It's not 1 minute. You need to roll a 20 to get a critical success. It's 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay.
Each.
That's fine.
Are we all still in one piece? Ruckus?
Yeah,
Lena?
I'm.
I mean, my pieces are not as big as they used to be, but yeah, I got all of them. They're kind of like compressed, you know? I'm a little squished. I am, if we were in a different edition of D&D, be bloodied, but...
Oh.
I hear ya.
Yeah, I'll after seeing them kind of hurt and scrapped, I'll say, all right, come over here, small ones. Before we go any further into the shit pile, let me treat your wounds. Now, I'd like to attempt to treat wounds on Lena first.
All right, so I'll get back outside again. I'm going to lay on hands on myself again.
ahead and roll your medicine check, Thugrin.
And to refocus.
And 11. That's a failure. So that takes 10 minutes. So, Arter, you're refocused by the time Thugrin is done failing at his...
I'll lay on hands on Lena.
Okay.
That halfling anatomy is strange. I don't know it very well.
Lena gets 6 hit points back.
This must be how Spock felt.
Then I'll take Ruckus aside and I think I can do a goblin though. And try it for another 10 minutes on Ruckus. See how I do.
I wouldn't do it if I were you, Ruckus. I'm just saying.
I'll refocus again.
Well, Arter is really...
failure.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
Okay, lay on hands again for Ruckus.
I'm still traumatized. My bear got hurt. Sorry.
Thank goodness for Arter.
That's why you have a paladin around.
How much does your lay on hands heal?
6.
6.
It's always
Thank you.
6.
You get
Okay.
6.
I'll go first.
Watch out for falling debris.
Well, you already triggered that trap, so.
All right, Arter. So you make your way down into this crawl space. And again, about 15 feet in, it takes a left turn. Do you just continue past the trap area?
Yeah.
Okay. The crawlway continues about another 10 feet before opening up into a small chamber that appears to have once been a closet. The door leaving this space is barred by debris. Well, that's on the other side. There is a door that, if you touch it, it's very clear. It doesn't give any at all if you just put any weight on it. It's clear that you can't open it. But there is a hatch built into the floor. It is very old, but free of debris and dust. It is, however, the hinges are quite rusty.
I found a crawl space
Well,
of some sort.
Open it.
Well,
What?
do you,
Can we go in after you?
yeah,
I would like. Do you think it's possible to remove the hatch from its hinges entirely?
I think we've lost our chance to be stealthy a long time ago.
you got some Rust-Oleum?
Probably.
I have my ye old WD-40.
No, so I don't know that you could take it off the hinges entirely.
Or
no.
take the hinges off the floor.
No, I don't think that would
Alright.
move the hinges.
I'll try and open it.
Okay, so you are just straight up opening it.
I'm gonna go,
I would say that I check for traps first, but
I assume that's already happened, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
If there is a trap, I have already checked for traps.
right. Alright, I'll try and open it.
You open it, and it creaks as you open it.
Also, someone was dying inside.
Under the hatch is a stone-lined chute that descends several feet, a couple dozen feet at least. There are handholds carved into the wall. There is no light, but I think, are you still carrying the...
Lena has the lantern now.
So it is entirely pitch black down here.
I will.
Which was probably put in this part of the adventure, assuming that it was daytime when you come down here. But it continues to be pitch black.
It doesn't get light once we're underground.
Yeah, no.
Weird.
I guess that's good. There's no lava pits or anything.
That's good.
I would like to go down the chute rather than using the handholds. I would like to use my legs as friction.
Hey,
To one of those Dark Souls slides, huh?
So it's...
Do I get my lantern back?
Yes.
I would also like my lantern.
You can have your
back.
lantern back.
It is it's like 8 feet by 8 feet.
Okay.
So it's
That's larger than I imagined this closet being.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's like a square closet. Well, the chute is that big.
Right. Okay, fine. I'll take the left hand holds.
Okay.
Wait, no, I'm using the lantern in my left hand. I'll take the right hand holds.
Okay. With the lantern, you're able to make your way down slowly.
I would like to follow after Carter.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go.
So
For Lena.
the chute drops you into a room with a door, a wooden door.
I will wait until more companions enter the room.
Yeah, I'll go last with open claw.
Then Lena is next. And then who is after Lena?
Lyra.
Lyra. Where is Lyra? I don't see you.
I
Where
should
are
be
you?
in the room.
She's right here.
Oh, okay, right. She's under the room number token.
Oh.
Which that's how Roll20 marks these.
Lyra, Arrakis, Taviana, Oakenclaw, Thagrin.
I am moving you because this is part of the same map, and I have to zoom way out. So there is about 15 feet, so 3 people can fit, and then the rest of you can kind of get in a line to drop down once there is room.
Sure.
Lyra, I think that you should open this door.
So we gotta get one chance to get a trap.
Are you talking to Lyra or Lena?
Lyra.
Lyra. Okay. Yeah.
Because you had the first one, and the second one. Now
Yeah.
it's Lyra.
I will check for
We're spraying
traps
out the
and
damage.
then,
This is a
and
good
then
idea.
open the door.
Okay. You open the door.
I can't see anything.
I can't either.
Well, I mean, I can see. I am still on the room with the house, but it's all like grayed out.
Because I took the light.
Yeah, you don't have any light.
Am I supposed Should I be seeing something?
You probably should see something, but it's
Our
a very
tokens are
small-
south of where they were.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're in the right place.
Thank you.
Yeah. You 3 are there, which I realized just zoomed the others way down. So you open the door. The old wooden door swings open on rusted hinges, revealing a room lit by a single flickering torch. To open said door now. I think you should be able to see the light on the torch token. Maybe, but it's on the map layer. I'm not sure how that works.
Maybe.
Okay, Carter, stop
Oh
where you
wait,
are.
no, it would be Lyra who would be going first.
Okay, Lyra's
Yeah.
first. Okay, let me move you around.
I'll switch.
Alrighty. Through the gloom, you see piles of small crates and more than a few barrels stacked up haphazardly on the south side of this room. Opposite you is a stout wooden door with iron bands, while the north side of the room is bare, save for an iron gate set into the middle of the wall. The stench of smoke and damp dog hangs heavy in the air. As the door opens, Lyra, I need you to, well, as the door opens, you hear a clink, 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 as another door seems to open on the north side, and you hear growling from several angry dogs. And we're gonna roll initiative.
No, not the puppies.
It's all animals.
Aww, we're just calling a bunch
Myself.
of animals.
Click on initiative.
Oh, that was perception, not initiative. There we go.
Blech. Blech. Yuck.
Our bad initiatives because we don't know what's going on.
Right.
Lena's the only one that's like, "Hey."
I'm ready to rumble.
Also
And
worth
Thugrin.
noting is in front of Lyra is so the area in front of the door is gleaming with oil.
Interesting.
So that area is gleaming with oil. So let me get my round to this one.
Is this the torch?
The torch is to the right. The torch is here.
Okay.
You should be able to, if you look at it, if you look at the, well, you can't see it. Lyra, can you see the torch?
Yes.
I think it works. Descending. Round one. So first up is Thugrin.
So do I hear barking from down there?
You hear growling, perhaps, from 30 feet below you and then into a room.
Okay.
I'm not sure that you are particularly aware of... I think the reasonable action for you to prepare is to move forward if there is space for you, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Can I ready a move? Do I want to?
And you're all like, you're like, I think the rest of you are probably on the ladder or on the handholds, climbing down, just waiting for the others to move out of the way.
Okay.
You don't have to climb the whole 30 feet at what, 5 feet in action or whatever it is for climb. It's very slow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll just ready to move down when I can. Not much else I can do. Yeah.
All right. Lena.
How does jumping work?
I was just looking at that. You can take a careful short jump. You can leap up to 10 feet horizontally if your speed is at least 15 feet, or up to 15 feet horizontally if your speed is at least 30 feet. That's baseline. There's also a athletics action that I can't remember what it's called right now. Long jump, maybe? Yes! Which is 2 actions, and you stride and then...
Requires a running start, if I remember correctly.
No.
The DC is not going to be...
says you automatically fail your check if you don't stride at least 10 feet.
Yeah, so that's...
So it doesn't require it, but you automatically fail.
Right.
And I can move through people, right?
You can, but you can't end your move action or your stride. So the only person who can actually jump at this point is Lyra.
Well, I could do the running jump thing, the long jump. I could run 10 feet and then jump as 2 actions.
I don't think, because stride is nested, I think stride itself requires you to end the movement in an open square. Let me read this. You move up to your speed. Yeah, you have to finish. I think you have to finish that in an open square. I don't think you can run past people in this tight passage and then jump past.
You don't have enough room for a running start, basically.
What you can do, so you can. I will go ahead and give you the mechanics of this oil slick here. If you attempt to move through, and the square is adjacent. Whoops. So it's worse. So it is those and
arrows, I think. Square directly in front of the door and the squares adjacent. Yeah, so it's all of those squares. It's not the one inside the door. So attempting to move through using anything other than a step action, which is just moving 5 feet, will require an acrobatics or reflex saving throw to fall prone.
Oh.
Or to not fall prone.
Patrick, I found something.
Mm-hmm.
Moving through a creature's space says you can't end your turn in the square occupied by another creature.
Oh, can't
Though you can end a move action in its square, provided that you immediately use another move action to leave that square.
Great. Okay, you can go for it, Lena.
Okay, so I want to do the running long jump.
Long jump.
Okay, so make an athletics check.
I like that. That's clean. That's a clean roll.
Nice. Well done. Ooh.
A 12. Okay. It is the DC of the athletics check is equal to the total distance in feet you're attempting to move during your leap. So that is going to be 5, 10, 15, which is a failure. So I think for simplicity, what happens, Lena, is you land here and you fall prone. You have one action remaining.
It's an action to stand up, or
Yeah, so you could essentially crawl forward. You could stand. You could do something else entirely.
I am gonna crawl forward. Well, I'm gonna crawl diagonally. I want to crawl to here.
Okay. Alrighty.
It feels like this is a really bad place for me to be.
With all these dogs about to come
For
eat
real.
Ooh.
Goodbye, little halfling barbarian.
You're gonna get eat. You're gonna get et.
Alrighty. It is guard dog number 1's turn.
Are those like Saint Bernards or something? What
Yeah,
are
they are definitely Saint Bernards. I don't know why they chose Saint Bernards, because these are probably not Saint Bernards.
Yeah.
They are probably like starving mongrels.
Or
Mutts.
poopies.
So their barks and growls flood the room from the moment there was a grate here. It has gone upward. So this doggo. I don't think they even bother telling me what these dogs do. I think they just
They bite.
dogly attack. Yeah, they sure don't. They just go. So this one is going to one action to move here, one action to attack the prone halfling.
I know.
Jaws. A 20, flat-footed.
That will hit.
Okay, that is 4 piercing damage. And then, are these rolling open?
Yes.
They are, right? Okay. And then second attack. Now I do get the number 2. Great, excellent. That's going to be a 5, which I assume will not hit you flat-footed.
That will miss.
All right, that is dog number 1's turn. Oh, of course they all went in a row. I'm rolling them. I guess that's what happens. So here's the thing. The dogs are also subject to the oil. So
Oh no.
I'm not sure that dog knows this.
Probably not.
So
Dog not very smart.
dog is going to attempt to run here and is going to make a... Which one's better? Probably reflex save. Yeah, reflex save is better. That's a nat 1. Dog is prone. And
Does
then
like a Scooby-Doo scamper.
that's 1.
Falls.
Dog falls down. Dog stands up. And dog is going to... Dog is going to step. Next dog is going to go after Lena. So going to move here, and then is going to attack Lena. 16 hits you flat-footed, Lena.
Flat-footed is -2.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, so it is 5 plus. Actually, no, never mind. It's just 5 piercing damage. and then it's going to make another attack, which is a 9.
That will miss.
All right. And then last dog is going to attempt to move here. Like save. And a 15 is a success, and then going to continue its movement here for another reflex save. That's a 9. Dog falls prone.
Oh.
Stands up and then attacks Lena.
Oh, wait.
So it was one. It was just a
Oh,
stride
I think
action.
I just
which-
one move.
Yeah. It wasn't step.
The 14 misses.
Alrighty, that is dog's turn. Lyra, there are some angry dogs.
Did I have enough space to move in to Lena's former square?
If you're in front, let's see.
I was behind. I'm in the last. I'm in last position.
You're last. I don't think you can. No,
All
you're
right.
gonna have to wait for the other people because
Sure.
you can't climb. You can't climb unless you want to jump.
And
fall-
No.
15, 20 feet.
No. I'll wait. You all right down there?
No.
I was gonna move here so that I can be out.
Yeah, you cannot step past that hard corner.
So
So you would need to acrobatics check past the dog,
Well, yeah,
and then
so-
pass
so I would have to.
to tumble through, and then also pass the acrobatics check / reflex save to go into both squares.
So 2 acrobatics.
So it would be an acrobatics check to go past the dog, which you should
Okay.
roll first, because if you fail, you just stop in your square.
Against this reflex DC.
So a 23 is a success, and then I need 2 acrobatics check or reflex save, and I will tell you that the DC is the same, so it's up to you.
Okay. Well,
Ooh.
So a 12 is a failure.
Do you land on the dog?
I think you land prone, like you land prone in the dog space, so that is 1 action.
okay. So I.
I don't know. Actually, you really.
Well.
I think I will let you fall prone in this space.
Okay.
I think that's gonna make the most sense.
So then because I was like, I'll use another. It's a movement to get up. It's another action to get up, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay, and then I can only do twin takedown if
On
I
hunt prey.
if I hunt prey.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just do an attack for my.
Sure.
Well, has it?
Question: Did you have your weapons out?
I didn't specifically say I have my weapons out, so probably not.
Do you? I mean, it's okay if you don't like straight up have to say it, but
She was the
Do
one
you
who
think-
opened the door.
you know.
Yeah, I did open the door. I mean, I could have.
So you have it at least one as
Yeah.
sheath. You think
Yeah.
you had the?
I think I would if
It would
I would
be
only
reasonable
have one.
to have a weapon out in this situation.
I would only have one, which
Okay.
I couldn't really do. Mine's based on 2 weapons, right?
You can
Right,
just make a straight
You can
attack.
do the one single attack, and then like next turn use an action to get out the second.
Yeah, that's
Weapon.
all. Because I was
It's
have
just
one.
it's going to be it's 1 attack, so it's a
Just one attack.
flat roll.
Is that how I did it? Right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and a 25 is a critical hit.
Woo.
So you do 14 slashing damage, and you kill this dog.
Ah!
The one to the north of you, or the one to the northeast?
I'll do the one that's blocking the entrance.
Okay.
North of me.
This dog is dead. You
Thank you.
one swipe, dead dog.
They looked like they
Uh,
were being aggressive.
Arter. Oh, clearly being aggressive. They're trying to tear Lynn into pieces.
Yeah.
I will stride 10 feet.
Okay, and then I need a reflex or acrobatics.
Right.
Nice.
That's a success.
Then I will continue my stride to here.
I need 1 more reflex or acrobatics.
Okay.
So you boop right on your ass in that space.
Great. I will stand.
Okay.
And I will use my battle medicine on Lena.
All right.
Or hold on, let me look up something first.
Do you have a bandolier?
I do not. But battle medicine does not say that I need the medicine kit.
You don't. It doesn't
It
actually
doesn't
require
even-
the tools.
No, it just requires I'm trained in medicine.
All right, there you go. Go for it.
Okay. Making a medicine check.
DC 15.
Damn.
A6. That's not a critical failure,
Yeah.
but it also does not heal.
Say the
Aw.
All right.
And battle
That-
medicine is 2 actions,
One action,
just 1.
but
Got one
that's
left.
all I have.
Did you? Oh yeah, one stride, and then battle medicine. Alrighty. Ruckus, you're next, right? You're at the
I
bottom of
believe
the.
so, yep.
Okay, so you can take 1 action to move to the bottom of these.
Yeah, let's I don't know what's going on. Let's get me closer to all this action.
Get to zoom out. Not that far. To actually
Move me
be
to
able
the place.
It's so far. Okay. There you go. 1 action.
Okay. Oh, there's no good over here. Yikes. Oof. That's a lot of dogs. Ruckus, thanks. I will move to here, and then I'll do my battle rattle.
Alrighty.
Give people
Inspire
and that'll
courage.
be inspire courage, and that'll be my turn.
Aviana, it is your turn, and I think
There's no point being quiet and stealthy at this point, I think.
because you've got handholds, it's gonna be. I'll look and see how many actions that would be. I'll say it would be, because Ruckus is small, just 1 action if you want to make it all the way down. Which
Sure.
I assume you probably do. You don't want to just hang out. So that's 1 action.
And these dogs are clearly attacking.
Yes. They are 2 of them are currently biting Lena.
Okay.
They are barking, they are growling.
I guess I yep, just produce flame.
All right.
Oh,
Closest
the
one.
one closest, yep. One here is what I can see.
Okay. A 26 is going to be a critical. Let me check.
Man, me coming in on these last turns and just throwing a crit at things.
Is it one of the dogs that's currently covered in oil?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
so
no.
7. Either way, actually. Well, I think you do have to. Let me check cover here. I think it's just a +1, so that's still a crit. So you do 14 fire damage, even with no bonus to because of the oil. And this dog goes up in flames. So now, instead of a
That's kinda
smell,
really
the smell of
sticky
wet
here.
dog,
God.
there is now the smell of wet
burnt dog.
burned dog.
Ay,
Oh,
ay, ay.
no.
This is like horror.
Unfortunately, Thugrin, there
I
is
hear
still
hair
no.
smells real good when it's burned.
There is still no space at the bottom because Aviana
Sure.
is taking it up. But you can use your reaction to move down to just above her. Unfortunately, it's now your turn.
So I'm
although
at the top of the ladder at this point with Aviana
you're
below
at
me.
kind of the bottom, so you could actually take one action, be on her space, and then just as long as you move, you're fine.
Yes, I will do that. So an action to get into her space, and then the second action to get to an unoccupied space.
Yeah, and there is one just immediately in front of her, and you can continue moving if you would like at that point. Hold on, let me move you. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Yeah. Well. So how much of my speed have I used by getting to that point?
You have used 5 feet.
5.
So you use one action to get to Aviana, and then you moved 5 feet into your move speed.
Okay. I'm kind of freaking out. These dogs. No. Yeah, I think it's just gonna freak out a little bit. Shoot. Yeah, no, he's just gonna keep moving. So 5, 10, 15 to get to here.
Okay.
And then my third action, it's a ladder. So, but can Oakenclaw climb down the ladder?
Just gonna say yes.
Sure.
Sure, your bear can climb this particular ladder.
So yeah, Oakenclaw will step into this room. I don't know if I need to make a save because I'm stepping on the oil now at this point.
Yeah, go ahead and make a save for me, and Oakenclaw can climb like most of the way down.
All right, then that's what I'll do.
He can't get to the bottom because Avion is there.
Sure, I'll have him kind of climb down. Bears can climb. So it's either acrobatics
and bears
or
use
reflex.
handholds is the question.
Well, it's like a tree. Like treat it like a tree. My reflex save.
Or acrobatics if it's better.
9.
You fall down.
I fall down in like this charred bear corpse. Great.
Dog corpse. Also, would be the first time that Dugan has fallen today.
Yeah. It's like getting around in all this oil. What are you doing? What's this madness?
Lena.
I'm gonna stand up. There's one action. Second action, I'm gonna rage because this is not a good place for me to be.
Okay.
And third action, I'm gonna attack this dog right there.
All right.
I'm gonna click this button, and I get a +1. And I get a +1.
And 11,
misses.
You swing your giant axe and you miss. Perhaps a little unnerved by this dog biting you very rudely. And that is 3 actions, yes?
That's all my actions.
All right, guard dogs. So this one is going to go after Arter. That's a 14. And then second attack is a 9. And third attack is a 14. So this dog attempts to tear into the champion and is not finding any success.
Not working now.
Second dog is going to go after Lena because she's still right there. A 12, probably a miss.
Yeah, 12 will miss.
An 8.
Will also miss.
And a 4.
Will also miss.
So that was
my AC doesn't get worse the more I attack. So
an unsuccessful guard dog round. Lyra.
All right. Okay. So if I move out of the oil, do I have to make anything?
You could. So this. I think this space is going to be difficult terrain, but you could step here to the south of Arter if you want.
Okay, because I'm trying to go here.
Oh yeah, you can just move there.
All right. I take out my other weapon.
Okay. That's 2 actions.
Yeah, so I just have my third one, so I'll just go ahead and just make another attack. Let's see what happens.
A natural 1.
Nobody read.
Yup.
This dog is prepared for you and just ducks under your saber.
Alright.
Arter is up.
I'm going to draw my sword. I'm going to attack this dog that attacked me. With
And 18 will hit, and 8 slashing damage is enough to just in one strike kill the dog.
No. Why so much animal death?
I step to here.
Okay. Ruckus.
Okay, well, I am going to, first thing, of course, maintain that inspired courage. And then I am going to telekinetically projectile something into that dog. I don't
Okay.
know, a barrel or another dog.
There is a bunch of debris here, yeah.
The burned dog.
Yeah.
22 will hit for exactly as much damage as you needed to cave in the skull of this final dog.
Ah.
This must be a really
Why?
hard thing for your character, man.
It is. Thurgood's freaking out.
Sorry,
No good.
Gregren.
It is
Ah.
defense. It is be eaten.
Ah.
Or eat.
But
It is
why?
the law of the land, is it not?
Why are these dogs driven to such madness? Who would do such a thing?
That's what we're trying to find out.
It is clear at even a cursory glimpse of their cursory glimpse of their bodies that these dogs were starving.
Ah, you poor things. Such cruelty.
You probably did them a mercy.
I slowly staggered to my feet. I'll go and kind of stagger over to where they're... Actually, no, I'll go back and help Oakenclaw down the ladder.
Okay. Get it for you.
Thank you.
And a bear. So this room, there is a door here, and there are a bunch of crates.
Where did the dogs come from?
The dogs came from up here,
Okay.
which the people who were in the room at the time know it.
But this grate is open, basically. This is a
This
grate
grate-
and it is open.
Yes, the grate is open.
Can we see where the chain is that connects to the grate?
It goes into the wall.
And the door is closed? This door?
Is any of this stuff of interest, or is it just random debris?
It is a bunch of crates.
Are they? Can I peek in one?
Sure. You look into a crate. At first glance, it appears to be straw, scraps of cloth.
Weird.
Packing.
Looks like package.
I don't like this at all.
This is bad.
Take a breather or push on.
Got to find the foul monster that did this to these poor dogs.
Yeah, there could be a back exit.
Yeah, so this is just oil? Like,
Just
is
oil.
it coming from anywhere? Or...
No. It is on the floor.
Alright. Are you doing good, Lena? Are you doing okay?
I could use a break. I assume... yeah. But,
Okay.
I mean, we should probably keep going in case he tries to run away.
Yeah.
Alright, just be careful.
I'm not so good at that, to be honest.
I'm gonna open this door.
Did we fail our checks again?
This door opens, and immediately you see to the left there is a metal wheel. It's not indicated on the map, but it's right about here. Beyond that is so also the door was an iron door, but it was not locked. It opens. There's also a viewing slit in the door. Yeah, you see a room. Immediately you can see, so there is this up here is a thing. I'm trying to remember what it is.
Oh no. Roll 20 now. Oh, that's our internet.
Is it?
Yeah.
No internet.
Okay.
Bigger than the house it's built
Now
under.
this is-
Ah. I think we're back. Our internet died.
How long would it take to make something like this, though? This seems a lot for your common murderer.
Well, don't forget the person that we're looking for. We believe has been paying an exorbitant amount of money. Had been paying an exorbitant amount of money to Bort to buy mysterious reagents.
Gonna take a look around this corner.
Perhaps it is more than one person.
There's a long hallway.
What's this
for all-
down here?
There's like a sheet hanging.
Just up against the wall?
Sort of. You approach it and you get a waft. If you approach it, you get a waft of the distinct odor of a lavatory.
Oh.
This game has bathrooms too.
But not
No.
nearly as many.
There's only one in this room.
I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna push the curtain aside with my sword just to make sure that he's not hiding in there or something.
Nope. There is a loo.
Okay.
Actually, it's real. It's like it's a pit in the floor. So are you all taking time to examine this area?
Yeah,
Are you
what?
gonna-
Yeah.
Gotta look around in here.
So this is like a bed, right?
So, all right. So Ruckus is looking around in the I'm just gonna perception party. See what we got.
Perception party, my favorite.
Nope.
I'm not very
That's
good.
my kind of party.
Perception party usually means bad things because it's often traps, but if you're just all examining stuff, it means you get to find out. So, Ruckus, as you examine the larder, you see that it's a storeroom. It is filled with scraps of old meat, a third of a wheel of cheese, a sack of turnips, a barrel of weak ale. There is a crate of empty wine bottles in a corner that are all of good Chelish vintage and were probably quite valuable when they were full. Let's see. Arter. When you look past the cloth, you see that there are a number of small identical bottles scattered among the trash in the lavatory. Let's see. So there are pieces of trash and gear kind of all around this area. You can collectively find a whetstone, a dagger, 15 feet of rope, 2 candles, a coin, and a coin purse.
A coin purse?
Is it full of money?
Lena, under the cot, you find a strong box. It is made of stout wood, banded in iron, and closed with a simple lock.
I'm gonna pull it out from under the bed.
Okay.
And call over to Lyra, because I heard she's good at stealing stuff.
All right.
I figure, like, my plan B is to smash it with an axe, but I'll let you try your plan A first.
Yeah, try and pick it.
If you're gonna try and pick the lock, you can.
Is it
I'm not
thievery?
looking at this.
You can make a thievery check.
Huh?
What exactly is the morality of taking a murderer's personal objects?
It's still illegal, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably. A 22. That is good. So you take your lock picks, and you insert the first one in, and you hear a click, and then you feel a pain as something jabs, like some spring-loaded thing jabs into your hand. Lyra, I need you to make me. This has got to be a fortitude save, right? Oh no, hey, it's actually an attack. Maybe it'll miss.
Good reflexes.
Does an 18 hit your flat-footed AC, Lyra?
Yeah, I'm pretty. What's the difference?
Flat-footed is -2.
Oh yeah.
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 You hit your normal AC.
So you take 1 piercing damage, and now I need you to make a fortitude save.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, skiddios.
Fortitude saves are the best kinds of saves.
And 18. You take 5 poison damage, and you are drained 1.
So our max hit points goes down? Is that what that is? By 1?
Max HP goes
worse.
down by 1, and you lose that hit point, essentially.
Is that like a wound?
It is like a poison.
I mean, but can she get that hit point back if she
No.
does a full rest, or?
No. So,
Dang.
you take a status penalty equal to your drained value to constitution-based checks, such as further fortitude saves against the poison. You also lose a number of hit points equal to your level times the drained value, which is, of course, only 1. And your maximum hit points are reduced by the same amount.
But it's like a status, right? It can be like blessed or something like that to get rid of.
If she, yeah,
Takes
it
a
is
long
it is
rest.
it is a condition.
Yeah.
So
That's rough.
I mean, a penalty can be negated by any kind of bonus,
You
but
think it was
the condition still remains.
however, the lock also clicks and opens. So
Cool.
bad thing, good thing. You
Is
got
there-
poisoned by the trap, but
Is there anything even?
you are rolling very poorly on these traps, and I am very sorry, but I'm also not sorry.
What kind of a roll is a trap roll anyway? Like,
Secret perception.
Depends on the trap. Yeah. So if you had seen it, it would have been a different thievery check to
Okay.
disable it. The same thing with the trap for the door upstairs. I think it was probably an athletics check or an acrobatics to bypass the collapsing.
Right.
The collapsing hazard.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the impression that I get is that basically you have the secret check to see if you notice the trap or not, and then once you notice the trap, the player is given the chance to decide how they want to try to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some things will have more than one way you can approach it. You know, if you know there's a trap on the door, you just go through the window. Like, you could have conceivably just bashed in one of the boarded up windows and gone through that if you had noticed it and didn't want to bother. Because if you critically fail on disabling a trap, the trap goes off.
Okay.
So inside the chest, you find a set of 14 scraps of paper. 15 scraps of paper, 14 of which seem similar, and another one that is slightly larger. And there is also, let's see, there is some gold, and there is so there are many pieces of paper, and there is some money, basically.
What do the pieces of paper say?
So, examining the pieces of paper, you find that 14 of them are receipts that match the logs from Bort's ledgers. So they match in day, they match in amount. There is a parchment. There's also a separate parchment that lists each transaction with a value that you wrote down what you found, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So yeah, if you and yeah, Lyra, actually, you're looking at this and you were helping with the. Actually, were you the one who succeeded?
He was the one who succeeded.
Yeah.
She has legal lore.
So you notice kind of immediately as you're looking that the numbers on these not on the receipt. So the receipts have one number and they match Bort's books. But the numbers on this running tally or ledger, the numbers are all higher than the corresponding numbers from the same days. There is 21 gold pieces and 37 silver pieces.
Ooh, nice.
On the back of the list of transactions is a crude map. It depicts a cave, helpfully labeled hideout, next to a shape that might be a pond. From there, a winding path passes through a strange V-shaped chamber before ending in what appears to be a clearing with a tree stump that is labeled Drop Point. For discovering this, you get 30 experience points. And actually, I have several pieces of experience to give you because you also got XP from getting information from Finnick.
And the doggos.
Plus viciously murdering
dogs.
Self-defending from
Is this like Starfighter where you get
euthanizing.
XP for not finding traps?
So you get 30 points for successfully dealing with the traps from the first floor.
Surviving.
Not dying to the traps.
Right.
And then you get another 30 points, so that's 90 total. And that's from discovering Halid's involvement. And then the guard dogs. I have to look up my chart here. Is a moderate one, which is 80 experience points.
So I think we're at 610.
A total of 170.
Yeah, because we were at 440 before.
Yep.
And if you open the coin purse is not empty. The coin purse has 2 gold, 8 silver, 14 copper.
hey, now we can maybe pay our sleeping arrangements.
When I can get that hooded lantern she's always wanted.
I was about to count up the
Always wanted a
coins.
hooded lantern.
What?
I was about to count up the coins and divide them, but Thugrin doesn't care, so I'm not going to. Still need to
Thugrin
find
don't care.
this foul villain. Bring him to justice for what he's done to these dogs and to poor Bart. Bort.
Bart.
Well, we have a pretty good idea of where to find him now.
Hey, let's go to this hideout unless we're going down this cave.
Well, probably not tonight.
So your intention is to continue forward.
I mean, we gotta know what's down this cave. Can't how much water if I can't leave a cave unexplored.
Alrighty. That's what we'll do next week. We will press on to find Halid.
Nice.
Foul villain. Those poor doggos.
They were just
Very
hungry.
sad.
Hungry
Aw.
for you.
If only we had some food with us.
I mean,
animal handling.
They got a pretty good meal before we murdered them. They have 2/3 of my hit points.
It's true.
So that's
Alright.
2/3 of a halfling. I don't know how much of a meal that is for a dog, but
Middling fair.
A snack.
It's Nick. Alright, well, we're going to show what happens to dog abusers next time on Really Playing Games, The Fall of Plaguestone.